Hey, what's up guys? Kevin here. I want to welcome all my new subscribers. I think the last time I checked, my channel was up to like 83 subscribers. I know that's just a drop in the bucket compared to other people that make videos on YouTube, but for me at this point in time, I'm very happy with that number, and I want to thank each and every one of you for subscribing and watching my videos. I also want to apologize for not making a video in a while. I think it's been well over a month. As some of you may know, I've been selling my woodworking every Saturday at an outdoor market, which is just up the street from my house. So, and I've actually been selling quite a few things. So, you know, when you sell something, it's gone and you have to make another one for the next week. So I've been extremely busy just building various things, and but I am devoted to this channel and making more videos. So now that I've kind of got a routine and a schedule, I'm going to start taking some video footage of the things that I do throughout the week, and then I'm going to take Friday off from woodworking more or less, and then edit that video and try to get it up, you know, that Friday or over the weekend. And I also want to let you know this channel is going to kind of morph into a combination of how-to videos, project builds, some product reviews, but it's also going to be kind of a vlog channel. I'm going to let you into my life a little bit and share with you my experience in trying to earn a living, you know, selling my woodworking. So right now this is not just a hobby, this is my full-time job. I'm trying to earn a living doing this, and I know I have a steep uphill climb ahead of me, and I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to earn enough money. But I thought I would take you on this journey with me, and you know, it may be a success, or you may be watching a slow motion train wreck if you continue to watch. But I just thought I'd let you know how, you know, these videos might change a little bit. So what I thought I'd do today is just show you some of the things that I've been making, some of the things that have been selling fairly well at the market. This is not intended to try to sell anything to you. This is not what this channel is going to be. It's not going to be an infomercial for my products. I'm just showing you, just for, you know, so you know what I'm doing every week, and even if, you know, I'm open to any suggestions, comments, critiques, ideas for new products, anything like that I'm open to. The only products I'm really interested, you know, in building right now are smallish things that I can build in, you know, 2 hours or less, things that I can, you know, easily pack into a tub and take with me and display on a table, things that I can sell for, you know, under $40, because, you know, I'm selling at basically a farmer's market. They allow, I think, maybe 10% of the vendors are non-produce items, you know, crafts and woodworking and pottery, things like that. So for selling at that type of market, I think I'm doing okay. In the fall and in the winter, you know, I'm applying to sell at different craft fairs, indoor craft fairs at high schools and churches and things like that. So I'm hoping that might even be better. I'm hoping, especially as we approach Christmas, people will start shopping for Christmas gifts, and we'll see what happens. So I want to show you some of the things that I make. So this first one is just a basic blue birdhouse. The design is very similar to what you would see at Home Depot or even Walmart, but you know, mine I think look better and they're constructed more soundly. The front, it's made two different cedars. You know, you got the Western red cedar, and then as an accent, I'm starting to use this aromatic Eastern red cedar. I have tons of this. From when I lived in Missouri, I cut down a number of cedar logs and milled them into lumber using my log cutting jig on my bandsaw. And I have a video out on my channel demonstrating that jig if you're interested in. But anyway, I'm starting to integrate this red cedar just as accents, doors in particular. This one opens up from the front. It's just got a nail that acts like a locking pin, and two other nails down here allow the door to pivot. I cut little grooves here on the front of the door to help the young bird climb out of the nest. Um, put a pressure treated mounting strip on the back to kind of protect it. If the people mount this on a tree, it helps prevent insects from nesting inside the house. All of my houses are also made, like I said, from this Western red cedar, but I get this cedar from Home Depot in the form of fence boards. I can get a 6-foot long, 6-inch wide cedar fence board for $2.50. And when you get it, it's really rough looking and it's ugly, and it's roughly 5/8 inch thick, but it's not 5/8 all the way through. But once you joint it and run it through the planer, it turns into a really nice looking piece of cedar lumber. So these are planed down to about a 1/2 inch thick. The other one is, it's not really, I think definitely a wren could fit in this, but probably also a bluebird. And again, I've used the aromatic cedar as accents. This one is intended to hang. It's got a brass coated chain. I got like 10 feet of this at Home Depot, pretty cheap, and it's got a little locking hook to keep the chain from coming off. This one actually pivots upward, the door. Sold a few of these. And then this one is kind of my masterpiece. I've sold about 4 of these. People really like them, and it draws people to my table, you know. But it's priced, you know. I sell this for $39, so everyone's not going to buy it. But the kids just love it, and you know, 3 out of the 4 that I sold, I think, you know, the kids had a lot to do with the parent buying it. Again, it's got the Western red cedar, and then the accents. This door, I couldn't figure out a way yet to make it pivot, so I just pull out these 3 nails, and the front door just comes off. And this one's the hole is sized to be a wren house, but I can just make a bigger 1.5 inch hole for a bluebird, so I can sell this as a wren or a bluebird house. And then it's just got these little 1/2 inch slats just adhered to the sides. It's really sturdy. It's really, you know, it's strong. It's got this fake chimney. It's not a real chimney. Another thing I make are these picture frames. These are made from walnut. They're double-sided, so you can put 2 different pictures in there. The top comes off. There's just a couple of dowels that fit down into 1/4 inch holes in these posts, so you can, I'm not going to take it off right now, but you can, that's how you put new pictures in. And I make several different sizes, a 5x7 vertical, 5x7 horizontal, and then the 4x6 horizontal and vertical. I only have 2 left. I need to build some more of these, but these sell alright. Another thing I make are these tile top trivets with different kinds of wood. I think all 4 out of 5 of these are made from, the frame is walnut, and then you've got like a mosaic tile with glass and stone, just a couple little black ceramic, and then I put slate in some of them, and that's just a cheap white tile. And then this is a travertine top. I also make one from this white and silver stone. This is one I'm working on right now. So far I've just got the stone adhered to this backing board with some thin set, and then I've got a real pretty gray grout that fills all this in. And I'm going to put it in a maple frame, so it'll be all, you know, light colors. And that's the only wood that I've used so far with this stone. I want to try maybe some cherry or some walnut. People really like this one. I sell these right away. So. So really, my bread and butter products are my spoons and my spatulas. That's what I sell the most of. That's what I build the most of. That's what I enjoy building the most. And that's where I make, the majority of my money. So I just want to show you some of the different styles that I've come up with in the last year or so. I use about 6 or 8 different woods. This is one that you saw me working on at the beginning of this video. This is just hard maple. It's kind of like it's got a curve to it. It's not quite a ladle, but it's kind of a scooping spoon. This is a black walnut, similar shape, just a little shorter. Most of my things I build from just regular kiln dried lumber that you would get at a hardwood store, and I just gouge out the spoon. But then I also make a few things from greenwood logs, but I used to live out in the forest in Missouri, but so I don't have as much access to logs as I used to, but every now and then somebody will, cut down a tree and offer me some wood, or I do have a couple of trees in my backyard. I cut down a small hickory tree at the beginning of the year, and I've been making these hickory, I've got price tags on them. I've been making these hickory scoops or servers, and I sell a lot of these. People really like these. They got a combination of the heartwood and the sapwood. Kind of gives it a yin-yang look. And then I traded some rocking chairs that I built to a guy who had a big, about a 10-foot long, 24-inch diameter piece of walnut, and about the same size piece of wild cherry. So I haven't got into the walnut yet. I wanted to practice some of these different ladles and things with the wild cherry, but that's turned out to be a really good wood to work with. It never cracks. It's super stable. I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, but and it's really hard. So I made this really a one-of-a-kind so far, this ladle. I'm going to take it tomorrow, and I'm hoping it'll sell. I bet it will. Any other things? These are all walnut. I just have, basic spatulas, kind of thin, just for turning food. You've already seen that, like that one. Just straight-handled spoons with kind of a large bowl, and then similar spoon with just a smaller bowl, straight handle. And then I make a spatula like this, which is kind of a stirring spatula. It's got a rounded tip to it, which I use these all the time. They're great, because this curve here kind of conforms to the inside of your pot or skillet. And then another type of spoon where the handle kind of comes right into the bowl rather than like this. I've only made a few of these. Haven't really had a chance for anyone to see them just yet. I use walnut, maple, cherry. I've done a couple Purple Hearts, Tiger Woods. These are made from Ipe. I've only made a few of these spatulas from Ipe because this wood is so incredibly hard. It was very difficult to make, and pretty much dulled all my tools by the time I was finished with them. And so I have them priced kind of high just because, and so I haven't even sold any of these, but I'm not going to give these away. And who knows if they'll even sell. I'm not making any more until these sell. But it's beautiful wood, and this would last 100 years. It is so strong. I mean, it's dense, and we'll see what happens with those. But so that's about it. I've got a few other projects in the works that I'm going to be making, but this keeps me busy. I'll sell 15 spoons or spatulas a week, and then on Saturday, so then I have to build another 15 that week. I have a lot more of this. I have probably 200 spoons and spatulas completed. So when I lay out like a 6-foot table, it's covered, plus I still probably have another 30 or 40 that I don't even display. So I like to have a huge selection. I don't want to just have 10 spoons sitting there, you know. I want them to be able to choose from like 50 different spoons. So that's what I've been doing. I'm going to keep you posted on how this venture is going, and next week I have to sharpen some of my tools, so I'll probably do a video showing you how I sharpen things using my sandpaper method. Alright, so until then, I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.